It's going to be the longest total lunar eclipse in about 100 years. So it's a really good time to do any deep work regarding thoughts, or especially feelings about how you are in the world, your status, your reputation, your outer projection into the world and how you're perceived. That's all 10th house energy. Could also just be in terms of roles that you've taken on before, maybe ready to be released in terms of your career or how you present yourself to the world, Taurus. So I'm going to take a look at what your cards have to say here. Also, one of the things I wanted to mention about the new moon is that since we're in eclipse season, the new moon is a partial solar eclipse. And what's going on that day, July 12th, is that it's opposing Pluto. So there could be some power struggles or dynamics for control, that sort of thing that are playing out on stage. The Sabian symbol for the degree of Cancer that the new moon is in is a prima donna singing. So there may be, people trying to compete for status, for control, for domination, for, just ego battles, which is Pluto energy. But also on that day, there's a trine in Earth. There's Uranus in your sign in Taurus. There's Venus in Virgo. And there is Saturn in Capricorn. So you could just stay grounded that day instead of getting embroiled in any of the stuff that's playing out on stage, people sort of jockeying for attention. You have this opportunity to sit back and be like an audience member and just really be grounded, even if there's Pluto energy around, because Pluto energy can be volcanic. It can be explosive. There can be wild arguments or discussions that happen. And if you just stay grounded, that's an option during the full moon. I also wanted to mention that I've got two things going on this month. I've been working on this Old Hollywood tarot deck, and I may be doing a Kickstarter for it if you're interested. I've got some images from Old Hollywood. Charlie Chaplin as Fool, Steve Reeves as Magician, Lillian Gish as High Priestess. So I may be doing a Kickstarter for that soon. If you'd like to get an early copy of that deck, I will put a link down below when the Kickstarter goes live. And also, if you'd like to, I'm doing a promo for my 3-card readings this month. I'm going to be doing 25 of them at $10 instead of the $15 price. And some of them are booked, but there's still some left. So if you'd like to get in on one of those, I'll have a link in the top right corner. You can click on that and just email me your question, and I'll have a video up for you within 24 hours. So, taking a look at your cards here, Taurus, it looks like you're coming out of a period of worry or anxiety. This is 9 of Swords. So if there has been something that's been on your mind, Taurus, here at the opening of July, I see you releasing it. I see you coming out of it and not letting your mind be in control of you. So that's a welcome relief. And I see you instead, being willing to take action. Some of this worry or anxiety may have had to do with a fire sign person, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But I see that as you come out of this time of worry or overthinking, you may develop some more courage. It may help you to be more confident. It may help you to see the results of your action, because this is 2 of Wands. This is pursuing your goals and also receiving help. This card is called Sending Your Ships Out. And it means personal confidence, boldness. I always see it as someone who's climbing to a mountaintop, like knowing where you want to go and making choices that help get you closer to that goal. That's what this pearl is about. It's like having the world in the palm of your hand. So action is favored here at the beginning of July rather than thought. It's really going to help you to move on from something, to leave the ghosts of the past behind. This is like old baggage or old karma. It's saying all of that, anything in the past is old. And this is like a spiritual fire that burns everything that's old away. This is like a rebirth or renewal. It could be a second chance at something. You may be making a decision to give something a second chance. And often when this card comes up, I say that it reflects the spirit of forgiveness. You may be making a decision to forgive someone or yourself to move on from something. You may be a time, it sometimes depicts the family, so it may be a time when you're letting old family stories go, or if there's a partner that you need to forgive, you're making a decision to take action and move forward, and you're doing that through releasing old baggage and old karma. So I really like this card for you. In fact, this echoes that too. You're moving on. This is Eight of Cups, which is being ready for the new cycle, being weary of something that maybe you've put a lot of your time, love, care, and attention into, but that has served its purpose. And I see this happening around this new moon, partial solar eclipse. It's funny because it's actually sort of showing an eclipse here. And I'm seeing you moving on from something. This could be a relationship, a job, it could be a project, just something that is an old way of doing things, something that you invested a lot of heart energy in. For some of you, it may be that you're moving on from another earth sign person. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I'm actually reading this as you, for most of you, Taurus, that you are ready to move on from the old cycle of feeling worried or unconfident, and you're ready to be the person who's in charge, the person who has authority in their life and makes decisions. This is the CEO card and the entrepreneurial card. So it's really favored for someone who wants to own their own business. Some of you may be launching out and starting a business on your own. And it could even just be having your household in order. It's the person who makes good decisions in terms of their investments. Some of you may be saving up, enjoying the finer things of life. King of Coins always knows how to make good practical decisions regarding money. And I really think it's interesting. He's wearing the Taurus bull's crown here. So again, I'm really seeing this as you this month, Taurus. Some of you may be putting a budget in plan, or in effect. It's really looking at how you can further yourself better monetarily. And I really like this for you because it is all about making good decisions. And I'm seeing a lot of release here, Taurus. This is Devil in reverse. So I'm seeing you releasing yourself from something that's maybe been trapping you. Maybe a false belief that you don't have the ability to be abundant or something like that. But look at all this release from anguish, release from worries, release from things that are not true. Release from believing in things, thinking that things have control over you, that they don't really have control over you. And it's really interesting to me that this devil is appearing at this new moon. You're ready to move on from something. You're ready to let the baggage of the past go. And you're in a place where you're ready to stop worrying and overanalyzing something. So I think there may be something that used to have control over you. Or this could be an addiction, this could be another person, this could just even simply be a belief that's not true. And I'm seeing you conquering this right around this new moon, this partial solar eclipse here at the middle of the month. And I'm seeing you moving on from that and moving into your own authority. I'm seeing some of you leaving a job and starting to work for yourself, or leaving something that you thought was a good idea, you thought was a good project, but now you're seeing, you have the capability on your own to make your own results. And that's echoed here by Magician, who's very powerful. And he achieves, this is major arcana energy. He achieves the goal that he's set out to do through laser-like focus and concentration on the results that he wants, the goal he wants. And I really see you doing that as you're gathering more confidence and not overanalyzing, not having anxiety about things, but realizing your capability and your worth, and then achieving the goal that you set out to do. So, and also releasing yourself from something that's false that may have appeared to have control. So that's really nice. And as you do that, by the way, Taurus, here's a new beginning. new passion, new drive, new optimism, new vitality. This is Ace of Wands, and aces are always new beginnings. There may be some fear or hesitancy or delay, like you're wanting to get something off the ground, but it's not coming as quickly as you would like it to, or you may be fearful about starting something new. But I do see that you're going to get a wish fulfilled, potentially here towards the end of July. This is the Star card, which is all about our hopes and our dreams and feeling renewed. And it usually comes with, a wish coming true. There's that Jiminy Cricket song that says, when you wish upon a star here. I see a lot of self-worth. And then here's again, Magician, being able to create the results that you want. This is the I Am card and the Abracadabra card. It's someone who has all the resources they need to create the thing that they want to see in front of them. So a lot of creative power, Taurus, here in July. I'm really liking it, and especially related to your career, especially related to how you show up in the world, your responsibilities. You're very capable. I've always thought that if I were to hire a number of people, I would love to make most of them Tauruses, because you guys just know how to you can carry a heavy load. You can grind out the work. You know what it means to invest in something and be practical and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Tauruses are very reliable in terms of work. And then also towards the end of the month, I'm seeing you maybe feeling burdened or weighed down by something. This could be related to your work. There could be something, whenever I see this card, there could be something where you're carrying more than your fair share of the load. And I want you to look at the contrast of this card. This is 10 Wands and this is Page of Wands. So this is carrying more than your fair share, feeling like you can't take it anymore. And this is young, fresh energy, right in line here with Ace of Wands. And so this is about beginning something fresh, beginning something new, having lots of energy and enthusiasm and motivation to do something. But because both of these are in reverse, it's telling me that you might have doubts or fears whether you can begin something new. And I'm saying, with Magician here, it's saying that you can. This is the I Am card. This is the I create results I want. It's also a 1 card. The first card after the 0 card. It's card 1 of the major arcana. So really powerful energy about starting something new, initiating something, having the energy and the drive and the motivation to begin it. So don't doubt that, Taurus. If there's something that you want to begin and you feel like this cycle is completing, again, this is a 10. This is too much. Finished with this cycle. It's really for me echoing this, where I've put enough of my heart into this. I've been carrying this load for too long, and this isn't all of mine to carry. I don't want to be carrying this anymore. Open yourself up to, maybe I want to try this out. Being beginner's mind, Page, willing to try something new. Ace of Wands, fresh energy. I'm going to take this idea and run with it. I'm going to take this new beginning and run with it. And Magician, I can create the results I want. I know how to do it. And by the way, wish fulfillment. I can make my own dreams come true, is what these 2 cards really say. So put down what's not yours, Taurus, especially towards the end of July, and you might be surprised with what you're able to manifest and create for yourself. Look at these 2 very, very powerful cards. And this is you, Taurus, and so is this.